Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to continue chapter number 4 and going to the topic number 4.10, that is projectile motion. In the previous lecture we have studied about the vectors and all its properties, how its addition, subtraction and multiplication can be done using the graphical and analytical method. Then we have studied the constant acceleration. Then again we have discussed about the velocity, that is relative velocity, etc. Now we are going to start projectile motion. First of all, you need to understand that what is projectile motion. What is projectile? So the example of projectile motion is you are playing cricket. Then when you hit a ball, then the motion of the ball or the path of the ball is said to be the projectile. Means if an object is thrown or projected and it is in flight, then that motion is known as the projectile motion, and that whole path is the projectile path. There are various examples in day-to-day life of projectile motion. For example, when you are throwing a ball, then that is also a projectile motion. When you hit a ball with your foot, that is football. When you are playing football and the motion of that ball in the air, in the flight, which is in flight, that is the projectile motion. Again, if you are watering the plants, or you can say if you are just spraying water through the pipe on the ground, then that motion, when you put your thumb to the opening of the pipe and half of the pipe is open and the water goes away, that is the projectile motion. So there are various motion. When you throw an object in any direction upwards or you project them, then its motion during the flight, that is the projectile motion, and the path which it covers, that is the projectile path. So here we are taking one example. This is the coordinate axis, that is origin, right? Here origin O, x-axis, y-axis. Now if I throw one object in this direction, in this way, so this motion is your projectile motion. So here it makes an angle theta 0 having velocity v0. Now you know the two components, that is, this is v0, it is making angle theta 0 with x-axis. I told you in previous lecture that where such kind of any component is there, then you have to see with which it makes the angle theta. The coordinate or the component with which it makes the angle theta is the cos theta. So here it makes angle theta with x-axis. So here we write v0 cos theta 0. Same way in vertical direction, that is v0 sin theta 0. Now this say for example this is a ball, right? So if ball moves upward, now horizontal component is 0. Horizontal component is 0, but means horizontal acceleration, that is ax equal to 0. But in vertical direction the ball moves upward and the gravitational force pulls it downwards, but the ball is moving against the gravitational acceleration, so that is minus g. Minus sign is because it is in the opposite direction. So here ay acceleration in vertical down, acceleration is in vertical downward direction, but the ball is moving upward, so ay equal to minus gj. Clear? Now we will talk about the distance which it travels with it. So here x equal to v, or else you can say v0x equal to v0 cos theta 0. Same way v0y equal to v0 sin theta 0. Clear? Now distance x will be equal to x0. Here you can say at initial position x0 is equal to 0 and y0 is equal to 0, because at initial at the origin x is also 0 and y is also 0. Here coordinates are 0 0. So x0 and y0 are 0. So x equal to, you know this formula from the constant acceleration and displacement. So x equal to x0 plus v0 t plus half at square. This was the formula. Here along x-axis acceleration ax equal to 0. We can write it as x equal to x0 plus v0 xt plus half axt square. Now here you know that ax equal to 0. If ax equal to 0, then the whole term 0 multiplied by any number is 0. So this whole term is 0. Here initial distance along x-axis is also 0. So this term is also 0. So what we will get? We will get x equal to v0 xt. Now x equal to, what is v0x? That is v0 cos theta 0 into t. Clear? Now this much did you understand? So here this is the graph of projectile motion. Now, so this is the x. Clear? Let it be equation number 1. Now we will take y. Y equal to y0 plus v0 yt plus half ayt square. Here you know y0 is equal to 0. So this term is 0. Now ay, what is ay? That is minus g. So here we will put y equal to, what is the v0y? This is v0y. v0 sin theta 0. That is v0 sin theta 0 t minus, because ay is minus g, minus half gt square. So this is your equation number 2. Clear? Here at present I am using this much portion only. So first of all you need to understand the diagram. That is, there is velocity v0, its x and y component, and acceleration is vertically downwards, right? And the projectile is upward at present. So that acceleration along vertical axis is minus g. So acceleration along horizontal is 0, vertical is minus g. v0x equal to v0 cos theta 0 and v0y equal to v0 sin theta 0. That is velocity along horizontal axis and velocity along vertical axis initially. So this is the v0x, that is initially along the horizontal, and v0y is initially along vertical axis. So x equal to, you know this formula of displacement, that is x equal to x0 plus v0xt plus half at square. So here initially along the x-axis there was no displacement, so this was 0, and ax is also 0. So we got v0 cos theta 0 t. Same in the case of vertical axis, but in vertical axis we have acceleration ay, so that will be equal to minus half gt square. Clear? With continuing with the lecture, you start making the rough note of this topic. Okay. Now, in the last lecture, I taught you that the derivation of displacement is velocity. The derivation of velocity is acceleration. Clear? So here x and y are the displacement along the x-axis and y-axis. So we will find out from this displacement by deriving it, we will find out the velocity. So velocity along x-axis, Vx, will be equal to d of x upon dt. So that is derivation of this x with respect to time t. So Vx will be equal to derivation of t with respect to t. Derivation of t with respect to t is 1. dt by dt is 1. So 1 into V0 cos theta 0. So that is V0 cos theta 0. Name it as equation number 3. Clear? Now, derivation of y, that is Vy equal to dy by dt. That is equal to derivation of t. We are deriving with respect to what? T. So, other than t, this term is constant. So derivation of t is 1. 1 into V0 sine theta 0. Now, derivation of t square is derivation of t square. How to do derivation? For example, we are deriving d by dt of t square. What happens? Power comes at the front. Power आगे आया और power में से एक कम किया. So that will be equal to 2t. So derivation of t square is 2t. So here it is minus half g into 2t. 2 cancel. So what we got? V0 sine theta 0 minus gt. So this is your Vy. What is Vy? V0 sine theta 0 minus gt. This is your equation number 4. Clear? So this is projectile. What is projectile motion? What is its displacement or the distance it covers along the horizontal and vertical axis, and what is its velocity along vertical and horizontal axis? Clear? This will be helpful in other terms of the projectile motion that I have written here. That is equation of path of a projectile. So you know that this is the path of projectile, but it can be anything because it depends on the theta. What angle, what theta 0 it makes with x-axis. Clear? So here equation of path of projectile, time of maximum height means when you throw a body or an object. Say for example, you are throwing an object in this way at very big theta, right? So at what time it will reach the maximum height? Clear? First is equation of path of projectile. What will be the path of projectile? Second one is time of maximum height. That if the object reaches the maximum height and then it comes downwards, so what is the time of reaching that maximum height? With that, we have the TF, that is time of flight. So this time of flight means for how much time it remains in the air. You also consider that in this projectile motion, while deriving all these equations and formulas, we have neglected the resistance of air. That is very much important, because if the resistance of air is taken into account, then all the equations will be different, because air plays a very important role. But in all the formulas or in the ideal conditions, we always neglect the resistance of air. You may have also experienced that when you are walking or running in the direction of air, if the air is moving this way and you are also running in this way, then you need to apply very less amount of force and the running will be very easy. But if the air is in opposite direction, in the direction you are running, then the resistance will increase and you will feel difficulty in running. Clear? So here for the projectile motion, here we have neglected the resistance of air. So this is the time of flight, that for how much time the object remains in the air. Next is maximum height of projectile, that this projectile will obtain how much maximum height, and next is the horizontal range of the projectile. So you can see here, this is the maximum height, this is at this place, and this might be the time of maximum height, or you can say that in horizontal direction it covered this much path. Clear? It covered only this much path, that is horizontal range of projectile is only this much. But if I throw an object and have this kind of motion, then its maximum height changes, its maximum time changes, and its horizontal range increases. Clear? So it depends on theta also. So here all these four equations will be very helpful for obtaining all these parameters. So here equation of path of projectile. So for the equation of path of the projectile, we need to take time t equal to x upon v0 cos theta 0. So at the place of time t, we take x upon v0 cos theta 0. Equation of path along the y-axis. So y equal to v0 sin theta 0. What is t here? X upon v0 cos theta 0. X upon v0 cos theta 0. v0 cancel out, and sin by cos is tan theta, and this is x. Okay, let me elaborate it. You have x equal to v0 cos theta 0 t, y equal to v0 sin theta 0 t minus half gt square, vx equal to v0 cos theta 0, vy equal to v0 sin theta 0 minus gt. So these are the four equations which we have obtained previously in projectile. Now we are understanding equation of path of projectile. So you have to put t equal to x upon v0 cos theta 0 in y. Clear? So let us put it. Y equal to v0 sin theta 0. At the place of t, what we need to put? That is x upon v0 cos theta 0. X upon v0 cos theta 0 minus half gt square. At the place of t, what we need to put? X upon v0 cos theta 0 the whole square, because it is t square. So here v0 cancel out, sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. This is the trigonometric formula, that is sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. In here theta is 0, so tan theta 0 into x minus gx upon g by 2 x upon v0 cos theta 0 the whole square. Here numerator and denominator both has whole square. So we have given numerator also square and denominator also as square. So here we got y equal to, same here, look at it, tan theta 0 x minus g x square upon 2 v0 cos theta 0 the whole square. So this is the equation of projectile. For this, for the equation of projectile, what you need to do, you have to put t equal to x upon v0 cos theta 0 in y. So you will get the equation of path of projectile. Now we move to next, that is time of maximum height. Time of maximum height. For time of maximum height, that is Vy equal to 0, because at maximum height the velocity across horizontal will be 0. So we will take Vy equal to 0. Vy equal to V0 sin theta 0 minus Gt equal to 0, and it is maximum time. So T will be equal to Tm. Tm means maximum time equal to 0. So we will consider V0 sin theta 0 minus Gtm equal to 0. जब इक्वल टू के इस साइड ये माइनस में है, ये इक्वल टू के उस साइड जाएगा तो क्या हो जाएगा, प्लस में हो जाएगा. सो दैट इज GTM प्लस में इक्वल टू V0 sin थीटा 0. वी वांट टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट, तो टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट TM इक्वल टू V0 sin थीटा 0 अपॉन G. So this is your Tm, V0 sin theta 0 by G, V0 sin theta 0 by G. So this is your time of flight. So for time of flight, you have to put Vy equal to 0. These all terms you need to understand. For time of maximum height, not time of flight, sorry, it is time of maximum height, that is Tm equal to V0 sin theta 0 into G. Now, for time of flight, take y equal to 0 for time of flight. For how much of time the object remains in the air. So for this you have to take y equal to 0. Take y equal to 0, that is V0 sin theta 0 t minus half gt square equal to 0. So here V0 sin theta 0 tf, here time of flight is there, so it is tf equal to half g tf square. 1 tf cancel out. Now this tf will be equal to V0 sin theta 0 2, this 2 is multiplied here, 2 V0 sin theta 0 upon G. So this is your time of flight, that is 2 V0 sin theta 0 by G. So for time of flight, we need to take y equal to 0. So this whole term of y equal to 0, and it is time of flight. So at the place of time t, we put tf, that is time of flight. And tf equal to 2v0. Here it is cross multiplied. 2v0 sin theta 0 divided by g. So that is time of flight, 2v0 sin theta 0 by g. Now you know that maximum time Tm equal to V0 sin theta 0 by G, V0 sin theta 0 by G. So this is your Tm. So time of flight equal to 2 times Tm, that is maximum time. So time of flight is 2 times the maximum time. That is the time of maximum height. Okay. Now we move to maximum height of the projectile. So maximum height, you know, height or displacement x, y, h. So here maximum height of projectile, at that place we put t equal to Tm. So for at y equal to v0 sin theta 0 t minus half gt square. Here at the place of t we need to put Tm. So here Tm is what? Time of maximum height is what? v0 sin theta 0 g by g. So here v0 sin theta 0 by g at the place of t. This is t. Minus again g by 2 t square. So this is t. v0 sin theta 0 by g is t. So t square. By evaluating this we got v0 sin theta 0 whole square upon 2g. So this is your hm, that is maximum height. Next is horizontal range of projectile. Range equal to r equal to v0, because you have seen this diagram. Here it is v0 cos theta 0. It is along horizontal component. So here the horizontally it is r, and r is v0 cos theta 0 into tf. What is the formula of tf? That is 2 v0 sin theta 0 by g. So that is v0 into v0 square sin 2 theta 0 by g. Here you also know that here you will not understand this one. That is from where this sin 2 theta came. So I will elaborate it. So for the range, as it is along horizontal axis, so r equal to v0 cos theta 0 into tf equal to v0 cos theta 0. What is tf? 2 v0 sin theta 0 by g. v0 into v0 square. So 2 v0 square into 2 sin theta 0 cos theta 0 by g. So now again one identity comes, that is 2 sin theta cos theta is sin 2 theta. What is the formula of 2 sin theta cos theta? 2 sin theta cos theta is sin 2 theta. So we will write v0 square sin 2 theta 0 by g. Clear? So this is your v0 square sin 2 theta 0 by g. If here the angle theta equal to 45 degree, if for the range the theta equal to 45 degree, so here 45 into 2, because here it is 2 theta. 2 into 45 is 90 degree. Sin 90 is 1. So r will be equal to v0 square by g. So if you put theta equal to 45 degree, then you will get r equal to v0 square by g. So this was topic number 4.10, projectile motion. So you understood that what is the horizontal component of velocity, what are the vertical components of the velocity, what is its displacement along x and y direction, what is the velocity along x-axis and y-axis, and from that we come to know the equation of path of projectile, time of maximum flight, maximum height of projectile, and horizontal range of projectile. For all these terms you have to understand all these things. For equation of path of projectile, in y you have to put t equal to x upon v0 cos theta 0. For time of maximum height, that is tm, maximum time, you have to take vy equal to 0. For time of flight you need to take y equal to 0. For maximum height you have to take t equal to tm. At the place of t you have to put the value of tm, that is this one. For horizontal range, r should be equal to v0 cos theta 0 into tf, and you have to substitute and you will get v0 square sin 2 theta 0 by g. And if the angle theta equal to 45, then 45 into 2 is 19, sin 90 is 1. So you get r equal to v0 square by g. So prepare well, make one time rough notes, and after that you have to make the whole fair note.